This is the beginning to a series that I recorded a little while ago on a Oldsmobile four-door Cutlass Supreme that we put a motor and trans in. There's going to be three different videos. There's going to be the one that you're going to see starting now where we took the motor out of another car and got it ready, or got it out of the other car and basically got it to the point where we were going to strip it down and start putting it together for the project. So enjoy these videos. Um, there will be another introduction after this one that I shot when I shot these videos that explains some of the stuff that was going on, like a lot of wind noise, which I apologize for now, but I did know exactly what I was doing then and was trying to do stuff by myself, which I talked about a few times in the video. Didn't mean to drone on about it, but I kind of did. I'm still learning how to do stuff, but that, and it's a bunch of chopped up. My phone wasn't working properly that day. That's all I had at the time was my phone, and it kept turning off. So you'll see a lot of chop up, especially during the start where I tried starting it a couple of times, and then so these are just a bunch of different videos and where the motor came from. That was going to go into that car. All right, everyone. Scratch my nose as the video starts, but I've already done it, and the videos are made. So this is kind of I don't know, a prelude to what I've already done. I'm not great with the terminology, but kind of wanted to give a precursor per se. We've talked about the four door. We are going to shove a 307 I have in it for now. And I went out and I started it today. It's actually in another car that I had bought for the transmission. I wanted the 200 R4 out for, I mentioned we were out. The wind noise, I'm sorry. I don't even know. I haven't listened to the videos yet, but I know it's windy, so there's probably wind noise. Nothing I can do. I also wanted to mention, I don't know why, my phone kept cutting out. I'd record and I'd go look at it, it'd stop before the good stuff. You know, we got a pretty long one, and then I was getting ready to start it. I went back to check the ignition, come back, started it. It ran. Phone was off. So I went ahead and filled the carburetor back up again off camera. Went to go start it again. The phone cut off. Then I took a quick one of it running, and I wasn't going to do it again, but I felt bad because the footage is just terrible. So I went ahead and I started it one more time with pouring gas down the carburetor. It's got a fuel delivery issue. I was told the fuel pump is bad. Not a big deal. I have a fuel pump, or they're like $20 for a stock one. So you will see the motor, and we will do more videos on it as we can. We got a factory aluminum intake thanks to a friend. I got a 600 Holley carburetor. I almost said a Holley carburetor. I got to rebuild thanks to a friend. And then I got a Amazon special distributor to put into it. And we got a lot of little things to do to the four-door, check some things out because the rear end was pulled out and put back in. And I need to make sure all the bolts are tight. I need to see where the brake lines are at. There's a lot of little stuff, but we got a lot of good parts. We're going to put it together. It's probably going to be a long, slow process, but we're going to try to get it put together. So anyways, here you can watch the rest of the videos. Tried to at least do something for you guys so you can see something. So anyways, have a good one. And all right, guys and girls and everybody, today on sketch level 20, maybe even 50, we're going to try to start this motor that we have for the four-door. It's a 307 Olds. Kind of do a 200 R4 transmission, which we're not using in that project, but I will use in the future project. This is a station wagon. My brother technically owns now. I bought it for the trans mainly, but the motor kind of works out to go into the Olds. It's a 307. It's supposed to run good. I haven't tried to start it yet. You can see there's gas on the carburetor. We're on sketch level, like I said, 2050. We got gas in the bottle. We got no battery, but we got jumper cables. Run back over here to my truck to the forklift plugs. Best setup ever if you're going to do a lot of jumping, which with me and what I do, we spend a lot of time with jumper cables hooked up. But like I said, I apologize for the wind noise because I'm sure there is some. It's windy out here, but make things, you know, even more fun, sketch level 20. The key works for the ignition, but it don't work for the starter, so we had to modify that a little bit so we can push them together to start it. And we're going to see what happens here. And I'll try to take you guys along for the ride the best I can, because here I am, a one-man show again. But we're going to make a mess, because I've already tried pouring some down this way. Oh, sorry for the fingers, guys. But it doesn't pour out of this bottle quite as well as I hoped it would. Oh, look, gas everywhere. Well, it's either going to start or a big-ass fire. Alright, I don't know why my first video cut off where it did. Not really sure. We're out here, we're trying to start this. You guys missed all the fun of it starting and running. I must have bumped the button or something. You know, we went back, we checked the ignition key to make sure it was on. But we have to now, because I did run it already, fired right up. So, I'm going to put some more gas in it now. Make a bigger mess, but it does start and run. I'm watching what I'm doing, not what you guys are seeing. Sorry. No expert here. I wish I had help today, but it is what it is. So, we're back to that. Alright guys, the other video cut off. I don't know why. Lucky I looked. It just stopped recording. I don't know, my phone's being goofy. Key is on. Like I said, sketch level. We got these wires back here cut back to start it. Let's see what happens. And just side note, this is all computer controlled BS that's going to be eliminated. Okay, it runs. It's going to run out of fuel here in a minute. My phone keeps quitting on the video, so I don't know why, but it runs. I'm sorry, can't do a better video for you guys. I'm not going to put more fuel in it and start it. I know it runs and I know it doesn't make noise. So. Alright, we're going to try this one more time. I'm having phone issues today. Let's see if it starts. Push it well. Runs good. No noises. A little bit of a belt speed. Just 307. I'm going to set the world on fire. But we're going to get it quick into that corridor. Have it run, drive, do something. I'll put some belts on it. It's out of gas. It's got a fuel supply issue in the car. So I don't know what all got heard in other videos. My phone keeps stopping. It's still recording right now, so I'm going to keep talking. But anyways, it runs, and we'll talk at you later. You're in between the two posts. How does it look between the two posts?
Is it like right there?
Hold it. That way just a little bit, Ray. Not crazy, not crazy. Straight. Straight. Alright, that's good, that's good.
Dad, she's asking for it.
Ray, hold on.
I got it. It might go back.
You're not... Did you get it all the way out?
No. Right here?
Yep. All the way.
All the way out, yeah.
All the way out.
Do not let that fall into the windshield.
I got it.
Sorry, babe.
Mom, get yours all the way out.
Hold on, Ray. Drive it. I want to make sure mine's the same. Got it, Alexis? We're going up to the test.
This is what happens when your back's broken. You have to have somebody else working. You got to supervise. Watch them work. Watch them work. But we're working on getting the 307 out of this beast for the 4-door. A little bit at a time.
Oh, that fucker popped.
Boys learning the hard lessons today. Fighting with wrenches and motor mounts. All kinds of fun stuff. Sooner or later he'll understand.
What? Why mechanics cuss so much?
Yep.
Is it?
Watch out for the sparks, Josh.
I think you got it.
Fire!
Just gonna pop it and make sure it was done. Like, hey, look, it's the forbidden lollipop.
Ooh, the forbidden lollipop.
I still haven't looked that one again. Separated.
All right, guys and girls. This is our 307. It's out of the wagon. Had some help from my son and my wife. We got it out. There's still all kinds of crap on this thing that we don't need. All kinds of crap. We're going to get it stripped down, get it cleaned up, do a spray bomb rebuild, and get it ready to go in the car. But this is what it looks like out of the car. Lots of crap. So we're going to get cleared off and go from there. But give you guys a little sneak peek before I get it all, like the manifolds. I'm going to get the manifolds off. Get all the extra vacuum and stuff off the top, probably the carb. You know, and just really get this degreased and cleaned up really good. All right. All right, well, that's the motor out of the car, and it's getting ready to go in to be torn apart. You saw it getting pressure washed there at the end. This next set of videos here on the 4-door is going to be where we work on the motor. First clip you're going to see is me commenting to a friend about how loose the timing chain was, and that it was a good call that, you know, we should change it. And then we'll go through, we basically do a spray bomb rebuild and change timing chain, change a few other parts, get the motor ready to go into the car, get it in the car, get it started. So we'll get all that done in this set of videos, and I hope you enjoy. Good call, Mr. Worthington. I don't think it's that loose. Maybe, maybe not. But it's definitely a nylon gear. My wife pressure washed the bejesus out of this thing and took all the grease and grime off of it. And got it cleaned up. We're going to paint it here in a little bit. We took the oil pan off after a good suggestion of a friend of ours to check the timing chain, which, as you can see there, is a new timing chain. I'm waiting on a cam button and a few things because this is a roller motor. Can't show you that right now because the motor's upside down, but we pulled the pan off, clean it all up so that way everything gets good and sealed, and you can check the oil pump pickup's clear, You know, it's just really been cleaned really good. We're going to paint this thing gold, like Oldsmobiles in the small block world should be. But just kind of hard to believe that this is the same motor after being cleaned. And I got the intake off of it. I'll have the valve covers off of it here after a little while. We're going to clean them up real good and paint them and just go through, and like I said in another video, we're going to do a spray bomb rebuild with a few new parts. And, all right, we're out here today working on this wonderful 307. Started getting a little bit of paint on it while it's upside down. And here we go. My cam button came in, or cam thrust button, or whatever they call it. But it's real easy. I've already tightened that cam bolt down. You just put this little puppy right there, and there you go. And then this rides against the front timing cover. You can see the mark. I got clean timing cover and painted and all that, but that's where it rides against, right against the back of the timing cover. That keeps the cam from moving. So, all right, everyone. I'm not sure where we left off last, but the motor is finally completely painted and pretty much ready to go in. We got to get it off the stand, put the flex plate back on it, and once it's in, I will change the distributor. My wife's going to bead blast the intake, so I'm waiting for that to get done. That one's just on there to keep stuff from falling in the motor. New motor mounts. We did a new timing chain and cam button. We're going to check out, hope the fuel pump still works, because I think the line was rotted. It seems like it works. It had gas in it. We'll find out. But we're getting close. And we got the motor mounts, or motor towers, in. Yeah, quote behind you like you guys can see it. But motor towers are in. Headers are laid in there. That's how I prefer to do it. Have the headers laid in there. That way it's one less thing to fight with later. You got to fight with them when they go in, but it's done. We got the Turbo 350 sitting over there. That beast will be put on the back of this, and it'll all go in as one. I know Copper's personal opinion is motor than trans, but I'm lazy. I like to do it as one. Tomato, tomato. Everybody's allowed to have their own personal opinion, you know, even if they are wrong. But it is what it is. So hopefully we'll have this motor in here sometime today. Not today, tomorrow. There's the G-Force cross member that's got to go under here and get everything bolted up, and we'll just keep working from there. But anyways, a quick kind of update on what's going on with this beast. You know, get it together, get it running, and go from there. All right, everyone. Here we look at this wonderful 307. Finally in L-Taxi, or the 4-door as it's more commonly referred to as by me and some other people. Got this puppy dropped in last night. Didn't take any video, which is my fault because I was busy helping what little I could, being in the GIMP world, but doing what I can, explaining how to actually put this motor in. I cheated. That header is in, so I don't have to pull the damn oil filter adapter off, even though I do have a gasket, but still don't like doing that. Hopefully I can get that unhooked, but use the bungee cord to hold that one in. The other one should slide right in without having to pull the motor mount, but we'll see. I've never done G-body headers. Scratch that. I tried to fit G-body headers on my 71 years ago when I first had it because somebody gave me a set. A-body, G-body, yeah, they all should fit. They do not. Just future reference. And Lord knows whatever happened to them freaking headers. Anyways, that's besides the point on this, but we're plugging away. Going to get this car racked and put up so I can get transmission cross member in, which is sitting back here in this wonderful pile of stuff, because when we pulled the transmission out, we got a little bit of transmission fluid on it. Stuff happens. Nice G-Force cross member. Great for dual exhaust and room for activities like that. Then we gotta get radiator and all kinds of other fun stuff. Oh yeah, I'll grab this box of bolts. See? Always think about stuff when I'm standing back here, talking to you guys. Alright, I see the converter bolts. That makes me happy. I'm just thinking out loud of stuff I have to have. Those were the motor mounts he had. I used the ones I pulled from the wagon the motor came out of. Must be there. Okay. Like, as you can tell, I haven't honestly looked at most of this. So, all right. It was very cool to get all these parts with this car, so we can put it back together. So, anyways, just over here thinking about stuff in the back of my mind, trying to get stuff done with it so we can get it put together. But, like I said, gotta get it up on the lift and work on getting all that stuff finished, because sure as heck ain't laying underneath of it trying to work on it. Not when I got the lift here. So, alright, I guess I will let you guys go for now. Like I said, motor mount bolts are in. The one header is at least present. The other one's laying on the floor. But I tried to do them both, but that never works out well. Let the starters off that side. That one should slide in real easy. Starter and the starter shield and miscellaneous other crap is all in there. So, we're going to work on it. That's the old distributor, different intake. We just gonna plug away. Anyway. Alright, we got the car up on the lift so you can see underneath of it. I guess I should actually look at my phone. Motor mounts in, you can't really see. I already put the other header up and in. That header's in. Got the bolts started on both sides, so that's done. Use one of my lift jacks here. Can't really see it, but one of my lift jacks. Pull the transmission up, got dumped the cross member in real quick. But just kind of go over it. It's looking real good underneath here to get stuff done. So, but like I said, got that header in. Just gonna plug away a little bit at a time. Excuse me. All morning working on the 4-door. Got the starter put in, ran the wires down and around. Got to do a little zippy tie, as Turbo John would say. Got the starter in, which don't even want to talk about that. But I did put the factory heat shield. Can barely see it hiding back there, but that's because I don't want to change it. Got to tighten the header yet, but got to do that from the top. Got the transmission lines put in today. Even put them back in the factory clip that was left on the motor. And then we'll finish them up when we get that far. But been out here plugging away. And nothing's easy. Gotta go put the battery cable on because this is a 307, which is the metric stud. Yeah, you can't see anything because it's all tucked up in there. But it wouldn't slide on the stud, so I actually literally had to enlarge that. It's just been, you know, like building a hot rod. One thing after another. You can see the back corner of the heat shield right there. I wanted that in there because I don't want to change that starter. Anyways, we're plugging away. Dry shaft is in. Don't know if I talked about that or not. Got that in. We got a lot of little things to do. I didn't even know they had plated those. Nice. Plated the lowers. We got to do brakes on it because there is nothing in there. We got parts though. A lot of little things to do. Just kind of a quick update what we got going on. I don't know if I showed the cross member all the way installed. That's in. Transmission is mounted. This is hooked up. Just a little at a time. Alright everyone. We're plugging away on this. Got the intake. My wife bee blasted it and then I cleared it last night and got it put on. Header gaskets. Put some orange RTV on those. Make sure they seal up good. Hopefully. Got the radiator in. The top plate. Didn't get the electric fan in yet. Haven't made it that far because I want to do the pulleys. Haven't made it that far yet because I'm trying to decide what I want to do. If I want to use the stock ones or if I want to use some other ones that I have. Still got to hook up trans lines. Just a lot of little things that have to be done yet. But we're working on getting stuff hooked up a little at a time here. Anyways, just looking at stuff. Got a new distributor. Doesn't have all the computer control BS on it. That has just regular mechanical advance. I got the 600 carburetor Holley to put on here that may or may not go. I'd like to find an Edelbrock. I'd like to find an Edelbrock 600, but we'll see what happens, or a good Quadrajet. So, but things are happening on the top side here, getting stuff done since the last update, and then once I raise the car up, I'll show you the underneath, what I got done. Wow, look, car disappeared. No, we just lifted it up. Got the exhaust put on it last night. Since I got the headers all done and tied up, which we saw. Got the exhaust put on it. I think that's about all I accomplished under here. I mean, torque converter bolts are in. I think I showed the starter in. I think that's it for under here. Trans lines were on, I think, last time. So 2 chamber Flowmasters. I think it's like 2 1/4 exhaust, something like that. Dumps in front of the axle, pretty typical. So, but you know, got the hangers all tightened up, all that fun stuff. Dry shaft was in. We still got to get gear lube, since my search for a cheap posi unit for this thing is not going very well. So we'll do that. Got to check all the bolts for the rear end, because this was just slammed in here. There was a different rear end in it before I got it. All right, when all your hard work pays off, or at least tries to, still gotta set the timing. I think that's a lean issue. But anyways, she's a runner. Got to put antifreeze in her and quite a bit of other stuff, but she's a runner. Everyone, as you can tell, you saw the car start and run. We got a few things to tie up. We got to rebuild the rear brakes and kind of go over a couple of little things. And I will go on a tour of the interior of the car when we get towards the end here. And when we get to the end, you'll actually see the final drive of it and everything. And I hope you enjoy the video. And I will see you guys at the end. And then we gotta work on the brakes, because like I showed you on the last video, there's nothing in there. But the wheel cylinders are in there. I didn't think the wheel cylinders were even in there. So as long as them wheel cylinders check out good, we're gonna leave them wheel cylinders in there. Even though I got new wheel cylinders right here, but the clips, yeah, put the phone where I need to. But the clips that hold these things in, supposed to have new clips in them. Yeah, they do. But they're a pain in the ass. I would rather run the old ones, and then drums and the hardware kits and shoes and everything's in there for this car because of collected parts. So anyways, I'm gonna let you guys go with that, and we're going to keep plugging away on this. Yeah, lack of brake drum or anything in there. Anyways, later. Well, that idea lasted all of about 30 seconds. Can't even, well, you can kind of move that one, but that was after I hit it with the hammer. But the seals are shot. One was leaking a little bit. So we got new ones. Just sucks dealing with these damn clips. But I figured I'd update. Yep. Didn't get to save the wheel cylinders, and I broke a line taking them out. You know, it's further down the spiral. Typical. But gotta do what you gotta do. Alright. We got the wheel cylinders, both sides done. And under normal circumstances, I wouldn't be celebrating getting wheel cylinders installed. If GM could just leave stuff alone. On the G bodies, they decided that 2 bolts are too hard. They came up with this idea to use these mother puss bucketing, blankety blank blank, export, put the Boeing in, clips that you have to get in to hold the wheel cylinder in place. As you see one side, I mean the clip goes all the way around on both sides, snaps in. What a pain in the boink. So, but we got both sides done. About 45 minutes putting that one in. 3 minutes putting this one in. The way they go with them stupid clips. So, why GM had to mess with them is far beyond me, but It is what it is. Well, we were making good progress. New brake shoes, new adjusters. Well, because we didn't have anything. All new adjuster hardware, springs. New that. Whatever that thing in the spacer is. Then I realized I don't have the washer up there to hold the springs on. So now I have to source one of those. It's not in the hardware kit that comes with everything. I need them damn washers. So, you know how it is. Not everything goes according to plan. But that's part of building cars. So now I'll have to source them and order them, see if I can find me a set. So, anyways, that's it for now. Alright, got the parts finally. The washer to finish up the brakes. Figured I'd take a quick video before I put the drum on. I already put the drum on the other side. Got everything adjusted up. So, nice new drums. As you can see, all new hardware, all new brakes. Because we didn't have anything. New wheel cylinders. I gotta make a brake line yet. You know, working on it a little bit at a time. You know, that 80s door squeak. That 80s interior. Nice plush. Could use a good cleaning, but no rips, no tears, no cracks in the dashboard even, which is rare. Tack was in it from before. Gauges, but I can't show you the back seat, but the back seat's just as well. Headliner's got typical 80 sag, needs to be fixed. Nothing major there, just typical 80s headliner. Power seats, power windows, power locks, even power vents for the back. Wow, I never even noticed that. Supposedly it all works. I can't say for sure, but I will know here after a few days. Factory radio, dash has never been cut. Nothing. This thing is clean and stock. Here we are, out cruising the Pitmobile. Core speedometer, we're doing probably about 50. It's varied. Oil pressure's good. Now this will probably be one of the last videos made, and I sold it. Didn't even mean to, just drove it to a cruise-in. But it turns out, a friend of a friend has been looking for one for quite a while and came to a pretty good deal on it, so it's time. Yeah, we're gonna part ways, which is kind of cool. I mean, it's a cool car. I'm enjoying driving it, but just kind of works out sometimes. That's another little, but runs, drives, cruises. Gotta get it up to like 100 to get it to shift. There you go. But nice cruising little car. We'll leave the video running. Why not? It's a little rainy. I didn't even clean it yet. Going to. Haven't yet though. Feel all that power. Oh, there's second gear. Third gear. I mean, ain't gonna set the world on fire, but it's a fun car. So, they'll enjoy it. And, well, we'll talk to you later. Alright, we're here at the end of the storyline of this car. I intended to sell it, but I didn't intend to sell it as quick as I did. I literally got it running, drove it for the first time to a cruise-in, which I didn't take any pictures or video of, and sold it that night. And I never fully finished the car. There was some small issues and stuff that needed to be addressed, but the new owner seemed excited and was going to work on it. And I know he drove it a little bit and this and that, and I really kind of lost track of it, but it was a fun project. It was supposed to be a project with me and another friend of mine. I actually made these videos for his channel, but he ended up never posting them, so I'm going to use them on my channel. It was fun. It was an easy project to get it running and driving, and like I said, I had planned on doing more with it. It just didn't work out that way. We ended up, like I said, selling it right away, and enjoyed it. Like I said, a little bit. Got to drive it around a little bit, and then sold it. So, but this will bring you to the end of the first set of the videos on this. And that's all it's going to be on this car, but we're going to have many more other videos on this channel, other projects, and a lot of other stuff coming up. So thank you, and please share, like, and subscribe, and have a good one, everyone.